Good evening and welcome to the final day of the Apollo Project's 2022 New Zealand Short Course Swimming Championships live from the National Aquatic Centre in Auckland. Scott Rice calling the races tonight with Matt Hutchins. It's going to be another great night of racing. Matt, come on in. We just recapping on this morning's heats. It was Kevin Zhang again in great form across that 200 metre IM. The 15-year-old New Zealand age group record. He's in astounding form really, right up with some of the big guys.
Absolutely, and getting one of the middle lanes in that final tonight, so I'm sure he'll be looking to take some of those older guys down and really make a mark at 15.
And also Caelan Edwards in the 50 metres freestyle para multi-class. He was the S8, now the S8 New Zealand record holder. Great job from him. We kick off tonight's session with the splash and dash 50 metres freestyle. It's going to be a showdown in that men's one, isn't it? We've got, Zach Dell creeping in, but Carter Swift, the 100-metre champion. We've got Cam Gray, and we've also got Michael Pickett, all in the middle lanes. It's anyone's, really.
Absolutely, and as the trend is with the 50 freestyle, anyone can take it on the night, and those guys have been in impeccable form, across relays and the hundreds throughout the week. So really exciting to see the big guys get out there and show some speed tonight.
Really going to come down to that start and that turn. We saw that in the heats with Cameron Gray. He's got that height, and I think that's going to really help him tonight. Then with the women's event, Rebecca Moynihan is in lane 4. She pipped Emma Godwin in the heats this morning, but hey, finals time now. This could be an interesting one tonight. 200 metres individual medley. Kevin Zhang with that 15-year-old New Zealand age group record gets him in one of the inside lanes, but it's going to be Luan Grobler, Sam Brown, and also Louis Clark. Louis Clark actually in lane 4.
Yeah, the distance, the freestyle specialist showing a bit of range here tonight, so I'm sure he'll, again, like Kevin Zhang, looking to prove a point that he's not just, a one-stroke swimmer and that he can do a bit of everything.
And then the women's event, Gina McCarthy, really, she's 4 seconds out in front in lane 4. She is the reigning national champion. It's going to be hard to beat her tonight.
Absolutely, and she's had a good week. A couple of titles under her belt. So coming into the last night, she'll be looking to keep that energy up and probably set the pace in that race really early on.
Then a bit of fun midway through the Legends Relay. It's a fundraising relay. Some of the old, they don't like to be called old, but some very, very great swimmers from yesteryear, from the last 10 years, the last 20 years, last 50 years. They'll be racing in the middle of this session. We'll have some fun with that one. And then we're into the 1500 metre freestyle for the men. We've got some real young talent coming through. Alex Dunkley, Jack Potier. They raced each other in the New Zealand Open Water Champs earlier this year. So we'll see how they go. And then we're finishing with the 800 metres freestyle. This is a real chance for 2 swimmers, Caitlin Deans and Erica Fairweather, and maybe Ruby Heath for one of those qualifying spots for World Short Course.
Absolutely, and our first time seeing Erica in the pool this week, so excited to see where she's at and what kind of form she's in. But Caitlin Deans, a couple of national titles, the A cut in that 1500, so I'm sure she won't want to surrender that national title too easily tonight.
Not at all. Then we'll finish with the 4x100 metre freestyle and 4x100 metre medley relays to finish a great week of racing. Hope you enjoy the action.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Introducing your technical officials for this evening's session. Referee for the men's events, Diane Farmer. Women's events, Brent Harris. Starters for the men's events, Ross Gillespie. And the women's events, Matt White. Technical director for these championships, Carlene Gillespie. Thank you, officials. Please be seated. Now, before we get underway with tonight's final session, we would like to award some of Swimming New Zealand's most prestigious awards. The Swimming New Zealand Awards are for the 2021 calendar year. First up, the Annette Kellerman Cup. This award is presented to an individual with the best result in open water events in New Zealand and overseas. The winner, Ruby Heath, Neptune and Swim Dunedin, for her performance at the 2021 New Zealand Open Water Swimming Championships in Taupo. This is the first time that Ruby has won this award. Next is the award for Para Swimmer of the Year. This award is presented to an individual who has excelled at national and/or international swimming competitions. The winner, Tupo Naufi, Pukekohe Swimming Club, for her gold medal winning performance in the S8 100-metre backstroke at the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. Tupo is only the third recipient of this award since 2010, and this is the first time she has won the award. Next award is Coach of the Year. This award is presented to an individual for outstanding services to coaching. The award takes into account the coach's broader services to the sport, leadership, relationship with the swimming community, and swimming performances on the international stage. The winner, Sheldon Kemp from Pukekohe Swim Club, accepted by Mitch Neand. In relation to coaching involved in the gold medal winning performance of Tupo Naufi at the Paralympic Games, it's the first time Sheldon has won the award, so thank you for accepting that, Mitch. Next up, Domestic Swimmer of the Year. This award is presented to a swimmer who has excelled in long and/or short course competitions in New Zealand, and this swimmer will win multiple awards that I'll be announcing over the next little piece. The winner, Lewis Clearbert Capital Swim Club, for the lead-off swim in the 4x100 metre freestyle relay at the 2021 Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships, where he broke the New Zealand record in the 100 metres freestyle. It's the first time Lewis has won this award. He also wins the International award presented to the best individual swimming performance by a Kiwi in comparison with the current world record at the time of the event. That is Lewis Clearbert as well. For the 400 metre individual medley heat swim at the Olympic Games, which was 2.31% slower than the world record, this is the first time Lewis won that award. Lewis also wins the Billy Fitzsimmons Cup. This award is presented to the individual with the most outstanding international Olympic pathway performance of the year in international competitions. That was for his performance at the Olympic Games in the 400 metre individual medley, where he placed 7th in the final. It's the third time that Lewis has won this award. And special mention to Erica Fairweather, a very close contender for this award for her New Zealand record and huge PB in the 400 metre heats. Lewis Clearbert also wins the Baxter O'Neill Trophy. This award is the Swimmer of the Year, presented for swimming performance, services to the sport and character. For Lewis's outstanding Olympic performances and for his brilliant promotion of our sport through his personality and media interactions and his leadership of his fellow Olympic athletes. It's the third time that Lewis has won that award. Now, unfortunately, Lewis couldn't join us tonight as he is enjoying some time off following the Commonwealth Games. However, he has said a few words. Check the video.
Hey everyone, it's Lewis here.
With you guys, but he said he accepts his awards and he's honoured. So good on you, Lewis. We move now to the Aqua Black certificates. We would like to recognise our debutante Aqua Blacks for representing New Zealand proudly. 2022 is the first year where we have had an integrated program of Olympic and Paralympic program swimmers on the Aqua Black numbered list. In this case, this is the first year where swimmers at the World Para Swimming Championships have become Aqua Blacks. The Aqua Black swimmer number list is proudly displayed at the top of the stairwell in the grandstand, and New Zealand swimming team photos are proudly displayed in the Swimming New Zealand boardroom where the Teamline store has been located this week. Please take the opportunity to check out the history of our Aqua Blacks teams. Making the presentations is the Chair of Swimming New Zealand and Selector Nick Tung, Aqua Black 165. Presentation for Aqua Black 268 is Michael Pickett for debuting at the 2019 FINA World Championships in Gwangju, Korea. Presentation for Aqua Black 271 is Hayley McIntosh for debuting at the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo, Japan. Presentation for Aqua Black 272 is Cameron Leslie for debuting at the 2022 World Para Swimming Championships in Madeira, Portugal, where he won gold in the S400 freestyle, silver in the S450 freestyle, S450 back, S4 200 free, and also broke the world record in the S450 freestyle. Presentation for Aqua Black 273 is Lily Fox Mason for debuting at the 2022 World Para Swimming Championships in Madeira, Portugal. Presentation for Aqua Black 274 is Gabby Smith for debuting at the 2022 World Para Swimming Championships in Madeira, Portugal. Presentation for Aqua Black 275 is Joshua Wilmer for debuting at the 2022 World Para Swimming Championships and at the 2022 Commonwealth Games. A couple of months later, he won the gold medal in the SB8 100 breaststroke. Presentation for Aqua Black 276 is Caitlin Deans for debuting at the 2022 FINA World Championships in Budapest, Hungary. Presentation for Aqua Black 277 is Cameron Gray for debuting at the 2022 FINA World Championships in Budapest, Hungary. A couple of months later at the 2022 Commonwealth Games, Cameron won the bronze medal in the 50 metres butterfly in a New Zealand record time. Presentation for Aqua Black 278 is Ruby Heath for debuting at the 2022 FINA World Championships in Budapest, Hungary in the open water events. Presentation for Aqua Black 279 is Andrew Jeffcoat for debuting at the 2022 FINA World Championships in Budapest. A couple of months later at the 2022 Commonwealth Games, Andrew won the gold medal in the 50 metres backstroke in a New Zealand record time. Presentation for Aqua Black 280 is Laura Littlejohn for debuting at the 2022 FINA World Champs. Laura can't be here tonight as she is competing at the Junior Pampaks in Hawaii alongside 23 fellow New Zealand swimmers. Presentation for Aqua Black 281 is Maya Rasmussen for debuting at the 2022 FINA World Champs in Budapest. She also cannot be here tonight to accept this award. Well done, Maya. Presentation for Aqua Black 282 is Carter Swift for debuting at the 2022 FINA World Champs in Budapest. Presentation for Aquatic 283 is Hazel Hourhand for debuting at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, England. The Aotearoa Māori Sports Awards Trust would like to present Cameron Leslie with the Korowai. The blue colour represents his proud iwi of Ngāpui. This Korowai is awarded in recognition of his amazing achievement as a Māori sports person. We would like to invite Simon Pomare to make the presentation of the Korowai to Cameron Leslie.
E ngā mana, e ngā reo, e ngā raurangatira mā. Tēnā koutou katoa. He tohu rangatira tēnei ki a koe, Cameron Leslie, mō manaakitanga, mō mahi katoa, mai te tohu tākaro o Aotearoa Charitable Trust. Nā ku te honore, kia hara mai, kia tautoko i a koe i tēnei rangi, kia tuku tēnei tohu rangatira ki a koe, mō mahi hākina kina katoa. Ladies and gentlemen, our supporters, swimmers, athletes, all those recipients that have received awards today. My name's Simon Pomare. It gives me great pleasure to be here on behalf of the Charitable Trust to award you, Cameron, a fine upstanding gentleman of Māori descent with a korowai that's come from Ngāti Porou all the way to your homeland of Ngāpuhi, and to present this and give this to you today. So, while we do this, just our students will, from our kura kaupapa Māori Taraki Pai Whenua, will finish. E hara taku toa I te tōtaki tahi, engari taku toa he tōtaki tini. To all your supporters and everyone that's sponsored you, your coaches over the years, please give them all a round of appreciation to Cameron.
Thank you very much to Simon Pomare. And what an honour for Cameron Leslie. We now move to our first event of this evening. Event 39, the men's 50 metres freestyle, and coming onto pool deck is the C finalists. Away we go, the C finalists. Very, very close here, all pretty much 23s.
And looking really close into this turn, like I said before, this is where the race is made or broken right here, but looking great.
The 200 backstroker, Kane follows, leading the charge in the C final. Can he get there? He does, 23.24. Good 0.4 of a second improvement from this morning's heats. That would have seen him into the final actually that time. But that can often happen, can't it? Well, that was that done. Next up, the B final. Away we go, Zach Knowles in 4, Joseph Cottiardi in 5. Nice start in lane 8 there, that's McAllister Clark.
And another race that's going to be too close to call. All of these guys separated by 0.2 of a second this morning, so it'll come right down to the final stroke, final metre.
Very, very fast down the first one, 10.99. Can McAllister Clark, he's going to hold on. This is going to be a great time. 22.99, sub 23, always one to tick off the bucket list. 22.99, great swim. And it all was that first 25, 10.9 down the first lap, set him up beautifully to get out without the big, without too much of a wake into the second 25. We're now introduced to you the 10 fastest swimmers, men in the country. In lane 9, TBSS Harrison Clowens. Lane 0, Coast Jasper Cornish. Lane 8 from North Shore, Cooper Morley. Lane 1, QE2's Christopher Elson. Lane 7 from Coast, Fergus Eadie. Lane 2 from Coast, George Williams. Lane 6 from Pukekohe, Carter Swift. Lane 3 from Pukekohe, Zach Dell. Lane 5 from Pukekohe, Michael Pickett. Lane 4 from North Shore, Cameron Gray. Now let's watch for the start. Cameron Gray got a good one this morning. He's out in front. Carter Swift is right there as well. Swift and Gray.
And hard to look past Swift, the form he's in this week, but Cameron with a great turn there.
Michael Pickett, 10.45. Pickett might get there. Michael Pickett. Gray gets there. 21.76. Michael Pickett takes the silver. Swift in third, just 0.15 of a second separating first to third. Doesn't get tighter than that. And Cameron Gray just reeling them in a little bit in that last 5 metres. And it was the touch, you see it there, the big loping arm of Cameron Gray coming over to snatch the win. The national championship. Wow, it's fantastic to see the depth of our sprinting men at the moment. We'll catch a word with Cameron Gray. Here with the winner, Cameron Gray. Nothing in that. Put your head down, shut your eyes and go for it. Is that how that one went?
Yeah, but
don't want to hit the lane route, you wouldn't want to close your eyes, but yeah, it's just a fight to the end. It's all the 50 really is.
Any idea kind of where things were sitting in that race, or was it just concentrate on just the stroke, the rating, and that touch at the end?
Yeah, I caught a glimpse of, just looked out the corner of my eye at about 20 metres, so I had a decent start. So just try to really carry the momentum through the turn and just go for it last 15.
That the fastest time you've ever swum?
Yeah, for 50 short course, yep, that's it.
Well done. That was a tough race, a stacked field. Congratulations.
Cheers.
We move now to event 123. The 50-metre freestyle for men para multi-class. Introducing your swimmers, lane 9 for Mount Eden, Tate Pichon. Lane 0 from Parnell, James Hayden. Lane 8 from Mount Eden, Denver Xavier. Lane 1 from Pukekohe, Joshua Wilmer. Lane 7 from Greendale, Lance Dusto. Lane 2 from Nelson South, Finn Russ. Lane 6 from Hiratonga Sun Devils, Guy Harrison. Lane 3 from Te Arawa, Bailey Conlon. Lane 6 from Hiratonga Sun Devils, Guy Harrison. No, it's Asher Smith Franklin, apologies. And lane 4 from Selwyn, Callan Edwards. Two New Zealand record holders in this field, Asher Smith Franklin and Callan Edwards, and they're both in the middle of the pool there. And if they beat their time from this morning, they've got a New Zealand record again.
And Callan Edwards, some really strong underwaters there, setting himself up nicely in lane 4, but Asher Smith Franklin.
So impressive to watch these top swimmers, 26.70. Just outside, Callan Edwards comes in 28.94. Just 1/100 slower, well. Great job, just a fraction slower. Just watching Callan Edwards there swim with one arm, very impressive.
Very much so, has great rhythm to that stroke though, so definitely making it work for him, and as I said, great underwaters for a 50. And on there in the live stream, a great start, really good power off those blocks.
It was, and we'll catch a word with the winner now. Just waiting on confirmation of that winner. Callan Edwards winning that one. And congratulations, Callan. Matt Hutchins and I just watching that beautiful rhythm you managed to hold with the one arm doing that. That is just masterful.
Yeah, a lot of that is coming from the kick, keeping that nice and strong, nice and consistent.
He did the New Zealand record this morning. Quite funny that you won 1/100th of a second slow. You're very, very consistent.
Yeah, that's been a big focus on this week, just keeping everything nice and close to each other, doing the same races in the morning, improving for the afternoon.
Well, it wasn't quite a New Zealand record again, but pretty much bang on again. Have you got any other races this evening?
No, I'm all done for the week. Yeah, gonna go chill out, relax for a bit and wind down.
Well, go and enjoy the rest of the evening. You deserve to relax and enjoy the rest of the action. Well done.
Cheers, thanks.
Next up is the 50-metre freestyle for women, the C finalists, and they're about ready to go.
Take your marks.
C final of the women's 50 metres freestyle. Just looking across, very, very flat off the start, Matt. Nothing really in it. We'll wait for the turn.
Absolutely. You look for someone to separate themselves here on the underwater, really get out to 10, 15, but it looks like the far side of the pool maybe making a move.
Milana Tapper, 7. Yep, she's going to get there, I think. Beautiful swim from her. 26.61. And that's a half-second faster than this morning. Great swim for Milana Tapper. She's had a good week, been on many, many age group podiums this week. Next up, the B final of the women's 50 metres freestyle.
Take your marks.
Away we go with the B final. Nice start in lane 9 over there. That's Taylor Miles. She always gets away quickly, Taylor Miles. She's a great 50 swimmer. Charlotte Parmenter will take them through lane 4, being battled away by Ray Kwan. Ray Kwan, maybe he's going to get there. Let's have a look. She does, 26.42.
First equal, 26.42. Her and Georgina Bell there in lane 2.
First equal. Been quite a few first equals or third equals this meet. Another close final there. There we go. They were actually a good margin in front by the end of it. That's what 0.3 of a second looks like. Move now to the A final of the women's 50 freestyle. In lane 9 from Ngātai Tuatia, Ataraika, Annie Jenkova. 0, Amelia Bray from TBSS. 8, Eva Allen from United. 1, Phoebe Nelson, Otaki Titans. 7, Danielle Joblin, St. Peter's. 2, Madison Kidd, Coast. 6, Hazel Auerhand, Phoenix. 3, Zoe Pedersen, Coast. 5, Emma Godwin, Heretatonga Sun Devils. 4, Rebecca Moynihan, Otaki Titans.
Take your marks.
Rebecca Moynihan in 4. Could this be her first national title? Emma Godwin off to a great start in lane 5. I think she's going to get her feet to the wall first. Just 0.2 of a second in it. Moynihan coming back. Moynihan's going to get this. What a swim from the Otaki Titan, Rebecca Moynihan, 24.95. That second 25, that work off the wall. It was Emma Godwin that reached the halfway mark first. And quite a convincing win in the end. Congratulations, Rebecca. What a swim. Your first champion, your first title here at these championships. You must be wrapped. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm really excited about that swim. I haven't been in these terms in 4 years, so it's nice to come back and put up some good times.
24.91. How does that rate against your career best?
It is a career best, so it's really good.
Emma Godwin turned first. I'm not sure if did you sort of feel where you were at in that field?
To be honest, not really, but I know that I have a strong second 25, so just use my strengths.
Certainly did, and in the end, a good arm stroke ahead, so fantastic second 25, and good on you for that one.
Thank you so much.
Moving now to event 124, the 50 freestyle for women, para multi-class. Lane 7 from Aqua Gym, Amber Proudfoot. Lane 1, Charlotte Murphy, Aqua Gym. Lane 6, Siobhan Terry, Te Arawa Swimming. 2, Shannon Murphy, Coast. 5, Lily Fox Mason, Wharanui. 3, Erin Knox, Swim Zone Racing. 4, Ella Ben, Selwyn Swim Club.
Take your marks.
$50-metre freestyle for women para multi-class. I think we were just shy of some records this morning, but let's see how we go tonight. These swimmers in all different disability classes, S6, S9, S8, S10. And lane 5, Lily Fox Mason, she's an S10. She's going to touch the wall first. Each of these swimmers swimming against their respective world record times. That's how it's rated. And Shannon Murphy in lane 2 coming in to finish alongside Siobhan Terry. And here comes Charlotte Murphy in 1. 56.49. And the winner, Ella Ben, we'll catch a word with Ella. Slowly making her way over. Here with Ella Ben. Sorry to make you walk all that way, Ella. That was a bit of a rush. Congratulations. You must be happy with another win.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I wanted to do a good swim to finish the meet, so I'm really happy with that time.
You must be very proud of yourself this week. You've had some fantastic swims. What's next for you after this championship?
I'm going to be getting back in the water and working extremely hard for Worlds next year in England so I can go back to my family.
That's awesome. So anything you've come out of this meet going, I need to do this or do that to sort of take myself to the next level?
Well, I've found more confidence in myself and more motivation and just enjoying swimming again, which has been difficult over the past few months, so back to being where I'm supposed to be.
Big round of applause for Ella Ben, ladies and gentlemen. Finished her campaign on a high. Congratulations. In front of the blocks is the C final of the men's 200 metres individual medley.
Take your marks.
The C final for the men's 200 individual medley lane in 0, Mitchell Heberley, 1, Thomas Logger, 2, Isaac Williams, 4, Luke Gibson, 5, Chris Jiang, 6, Henry Guy, 7, Josh Carroll, 8, Ethan Buchanan, and 9, Elijah Singleton. Really strong first 100 going on here. You know, a race for the top 3 positions. It's going to be a bit close to cool, but it is going to be Luke Gibson just on that minute mark. A really good 32.3 on that backstroke split. Really looking to power into this breaststroke.
Luke Gibson and Chris Jiang taking them through the breaststroke. Chris Jiang been around and made his way through the age groups, always there or thereabouts.
And looking really smooth here in the last bit of this breaststroke leg, really making a little bit of distance between him and the rest of the field, and he'll be looking to, you know, put some ground on them as he gets into this freestyle.
And that was a fantastic breaststroke leg for Chris Jiang. He's now opened up a body length and a half lead. And sometimes these C finals, they bring out the best of these swimmers. We've seen so many just smash their heat times apart. And this is a nice way to end the campaign, end the championships for Chris Jiang, a win in the C final. 2:09.22, 3 seconds under what he did this morning. That's a good swim. Next up, the B final of the men's 200 metres individual medley.
Take your mark.
B final of the men's 200 metres individual medley. Early stages sees Jackson Kennard take them through. Busy weeks, Matt, for some of these swimmers. I think we're up sort of probably around 8, 9, 10 events now by day 5.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, you get to the end of the meet, especially a lot of these younger swimmers, you know, they get in, they just want to swim a bit of everything, have a chance at winning some medals and being competitive, and you know, it definitely takes its toll, but I'm sure their coaches have got a really solid plan for warm-ups and warm-downs, you know, making sure they're taking care of their bodies. But at the same time, you know, when you're young, sometimes the body bounces back a little bit quicker, so you're maybe not too concerned.
Yeah, it certainly makes me tired just watching it all. And we go through the halfway mark now. Curtis Malsop in lane 7 from Neptune has taken the lead. And going well here in lanes 3 and 4. This is Sam Kenny and Joseph Cottiardi. Joseph Cottiardi's had a great week, hasn't he?
Yeah, really good IM swimmer, yeah, and really good breaststroker, as we're seeing right here. Looking really good on that leg drive, yeah, and really pushing that field through here, and he'll be looking to hold on to this into the freestyle leg.
Look for some fast turns here, see who comes out. Nice underwater work into the freestyle, and you can see that was beautiful there by lanes 3, Sam Kenny.
And the race is absolutely on over this last 50. You know, the two swimmers, they're looking at each other as they go into this turn, but it does look like Joseph Cottiardi has the edge here.
But Joseph Cottiardi, I think he's going to take this one. He looks strong in this final 50. Sam Kenny's going to take second, and maybe lane 6 there. That's Daniel Williams going to take third. Just a fraction under the entry time there for Joseph Cottiardi. Well, there's the official result of the B final. Introducing the A finalists for the men's 200 metres individual medley. In lane 9, Thomas Wilkinson, Jazzy. Lane 0, Joel Crampton, Capital. 8 from Coast, Wilrick Kutsia. 1 from Wharanui, Tyler Tapper. 7, Ryan Peck, Parnell. 2, Sam Brown, Capital. 6, Luan Grobela, Neptune. 3, Lachlan McKenzie, Vikings. 5, Kevin Zhang, Roskill. 4, Louis Clark, North Shore.
Tokyo Mall.
Well, this one's going to be a real interesting one. We've got age groups in here. Kevin Zhang, the 15-year-old New Zealand age group record holder in 5. Luan Grobbelaar, second in the 400 IM. He's in lane 6. Sam Brown, in fact, sorry, he won the 400 IM. Sam Brown second to him. He's in lane 2. So we go through the butterfly leg, Matt. And it's Wilrick Kutsia from lane 8 that takes him through.
Absolutely, Wilrick, a really strong butterfly backstroke, you know, really good across a lot of the facets of this event, so look for him to push the pace, and he's really spinning those arms out there, setting the tone early.
I'm loving what he's doing right now. He's a very, very good breaststroker, and at the moment he's got a half body length lead over this field. This is looking good for him.
Absolutely, in the 100 IM, he really made a move on the whole field in that 25 breaststroke, so over 50, hopefully, you know, the legs are fresh going into this leg here, and he can make a move.
He'll grab a big, big breath here, and away he goes. Corners, Wilrick Kutsia, Luan Grobbelaar, the breaststroker as well. Both breaststrokers on the other side of the field. Sam Brown working hard in 2.
Yeah, and obviously Sam Brown, national age group record in the 400 IM, so you know he's going to come home strong here. But it looks like it's going to be a race for these 3 guys. Wilrick just with the edge, it looks like, coming into this last turn.
Wilrick Kutsia just meant business from the outset. Can he hold on? His freestyle's not the strongest of his strokes. Luan Grobbelaar looking over at Sam Brown. Sam Brown looking the wrong way. He won't see anyone.
And it's Luan Grobbelaar, a slight edge on that, but Wilrick is looking back at him this way. Luan's looking across the pool at him.
Oh, Wilrick trying so hard. Luan Grobbelaar's going to get there, I think. What a race. Doesn't get much tighter than that over 200 metres. What an absolute epic race. Luan Grobbelaar wins it by 0.2 of a second from Sam Brown. He takes the 200-400 double. And Wilrick Kutsia, he needs a special mention. Boy, mate, that was awesome. And Sam Brown just outside of that New Zealand age group record. We'll catch a word with Luan Grobbelaar, the winner. Still catching his breath, Luan. Well done, congratulations. That was one of the most exciting races we've watched all week. It was changing, but boy, how are you feeling?
Pretty sore now. Happy for the meet to finally come to an end.
Could you sort of see where things were sitting in that race? Obviously, you had a bit of a chance to see in the breaststroke perhaps, but your competitors were well outside of you on different lanes.
Yeah, it was a bit all over. I saw Wilrick and I saw Sam at the corner of my eyes, and I was just trying to get ahead and stay ahead, but the last 50 freestyle was just dead.
Well, congratulations, Luan, on the 200-400 double. Enjoy a bit of rest, enjoy your warm down. Got a relay?
Yeah, 2 relays.
2 relays, okay, well don't relax too much. Congratulations. We now introduce to you the 200 metres individual medley for men para multi-class. In lane 5 from Mount Eden, David Beck. Lane 3 from Blenheim, Jack Bugler. Lane 4 from North Shore, Asher Smith Franklin.
take your mark.
Asher Smith-Franklin, the New Zealand record holder from this morning, 2:26.87. He shaved 3 seconds off the previous New Zealand record held by the man next door to him, David Beck. Now, David Beck has had some fantastic finals races. That 100-metre freestyle where he just came home so quick. He's got a real hunger to win, David Beck. And Asher Smith-Franklin, who's been in New Zealand just since the beginning of the year, after being swimming most of his career in Australia. Hence, a lot of the New Zealand records are starting to be broken by this young man. Just 16 years of age, swimming for North Shore. And David Beck and Asher just locked up here in the middle of the backstroke leg. Jack Bugler from Blenheim, the 20-year-old. He did a 2:44.19 this morning. He's had a busy week. And David Beck takes the lead just by 0.4 of a second into the breaststroke leg. And now Asher Smith-Franklin will start to increase that lead. He is a breaststroke specialist, and that body length already opening up now. A lovely, lovely guy, Asher. And he's going to be one to watch on the international scene. And let's look at that time, 2:26.87. That's what we're looking for again for another New Zealand record. Must be up around 6, 7, 8 records now for the week for Asher Smith-Franklin. Must have very proud mum and dad. 2:26.87. He's smashed it again. 2:24.24. Just keeps getting faster, this boy. David Beck, 2:29.97. That's 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds faster than this morning for David Beck. Good on you, David. And Jack Bugler coming home in 2:39, which is 5 seconds faster than this morning. That was a great race by all of you. Here with Asher. Congratulations, Asher. I've lost count of how many New Zealand records this week. You seem to be doing 2 a day at the moment. Well done. How do you feel?
Very exhausted right now.
I bet you. I mean, that was the fastest time this morning, 2:26. You did another 2 seconds faster. What was your best stroke out there, you think? What do you think was the difference?
Probably I think I worked on the backstroke a bit more. So it was a bit more faster than this morning. So yeah, much faster now.
Have you finished your championships now? No more races?
I got the 4x100 relay.
Oh, that'll be a nice way to end. Round of applause for Asher Smith-Franklin, ladies and gentlemen. Another New Zealand record, SM14. On the pool deck now, the C finalists of the women's 200 metres individual medley.
Take your marks.
As the C final for the women's 200 IM gets underway, it looks like lane 9 is Shaylee Brewer out to a nice strong start, really good looking butterfly out there as the swimmers in, and Emma Schroeder in lane 8 pushing it from the outside lane through this first 50.
Halfway mark, Shaylee Brewer, lane 9. A body length in front at the moment. Jenna Ralston Larking, she would have started well over the butterfly leg, a 200 butterflyer.
But it does look like Shaylee Brewer out there in lane 9, a late addition to this final, making the most of her opportunity, really taking it to the field. But it does look like Jenna Ralston Larking making a strong push here in the breaststroke, as well as Trelise Dance. Could be interesting to see the splits here. 39.4 by Trelise Dance, a massive split on that 50 by her.
She did. Jenna Ralston Larking still holding on to this lead in the C final of the women's 200 metres individual medley. The 18-year-old. And she's going to comfortably win this one. She's got the back end. She's got a huge amount of endurance behind her, being a 200 butterflyer. And she did a 2:27 this morning, a 2:25 this evening. Well done, Jenna Ralston Larking winning the C final. And there's the official result of the C final. Next up, beside the blocks, is the B final of the women's 200 metres individual medley.
Take your marks.
Really nice start in lane 9 there, Nicole Lockie of Neptune. She goes through the first 25. And on the other side of the pool, Alicia Wong went through fast. You'll obviously see swimmers, butterfly swimmers, you're taking advantage of their favoured stroke in the early stages.
It's one of those things as well. In the 200 IM, really hard to, you know, not slack off, but, you know, relax on any of the disciplines here. You really want to keep pushing. Not much time to take advantage of strengths or weaknesses.
That's right. I mean, it is a bit of a mix of, you know, you've got to have skills across the 4 strokes, but also a good dose of endurance behind you to kind of pull it home.
Absolutely. I think it's one of the underrated parts of IM of how much it does take out of the body, you know, changing those muscle groups every time you change strokes, and especially the biggest one here, the backstroke to the breaststroke, sort of a completely different dynamic to the stroke than the rotation versus, you know, that push and pull of breaststroke.
And, you know, so much so many other things to think about. The turns, so many different types of turns. Remembering, making sure that the hands hit the wall together with the breaststroke, all of those sorts of things.
Yeah, absolutely, but I'm sure all these swimmers spend plenty of time changing up those strokes throughout the week of training. Maybe they have those set days, but you know, as you say, lots of skills to remember, but I'm sure at this point it's a little bit of muscle memory, but also they'll be making sure they keep focused and keep doing what they know how to do.
Lane 0 here. Alicia Wong is leading, I think. She leads. She's got a good lead, actually. Into the freestyle. Can she hold on? B final. She's breathing the right way. She can see the whole field there.
Yeah, well over almost body length lead there. She'll be looking to just hold off any battlers coming home over this last 25. It looks like Paris Cutler from Neptune Swim Club going to make a late push, but it might be a little bit too late.
Yeah, she is coming through quickly. Just gets there. Alicia Wong, well done, winning from lane 0. It's always a bonus. 3 seconds underneath their heat time this morning. Barbie Castle. Just a quick message for our wonderful swimmers in the Legends relay. You're not far away, so if you're still in your suit or having a drink at the bar, can you make your way down to the warm-up end of the pool, please? That'd be fantastic. Next up, the A final of the women's 200 metres individual medley. In lane 9, Chloe Peters, Hamilton Aquatics. Lane 0, Isabella Campion, United. 8, Abby Davidson, United. 1, Maddie Horton, Jazzy. 7, Lucy North, Aqua Blades. 2, Maya Adams, Romati. 6, Alexandra Campion, United. 3, Ruby Matthews, Phoenix. 5, Danielle Asiata, Howard Pakaranga. 4, Gina McCarthy, Hamilton.
Take your mark.
Gina McCarthy in lane 4. She was talking to us earlier in the week about her extended sabbatical in the UK. She trained with some great squads over there and managed to watch the Worlds and the Commonwealth Games as a spectator, which must have been great, Matt, in terms of just inspiring her and learning a few new things.
Absolutely, you know, it can be a tough sport sometimes to get in the opportunity, you know, to train, you know, with people overseas, maybe get a different view of plenty of things, and then being in that environment, you know, watching the Commonwealth Games, seeing the best of the best do it, always, you know, gives you something to think about or work on when you come back and, you know, get back in the pool.
This is a nice start by Ruby Matthews. She's the butterflyer, no surprises there, just starting to be caught by Gina McCarthy, the backstroke specialist, and on the other side we've got Danielle Asiata. And just how busy's Danielle Asiata been? I mean, she's been on top of the podium multiple times, a very talented 15-year-old.
Absolutely, and like we were saying before, these younger swimmers, getting in, doing as many events as they can, it certainly takes a toll on the body. So to see the sustained success from someone like Danielle, throughout the week, it's very, very impressive.
Gina McCarthy now half a body length lead in front of Ruby Matthews. Danielle Asiata another half body length behind. It's going to be hard for them to catch Gina now. She's the 200 metre breaststroke champion from earlier in the year.
But Ruby Matthews is definitely hanging in there on this breaststroke leg, not letting Gina get away from her too much.
This is a great swim by Ruby Matthews.
A great underwater into that freestyle leg there by Gina, though. Really put about half a body length on very quickly as she kicks into this last 50.
Ruby Matthews is challenging here. Gina breathing off to her left, looking back at Matthews. Danielle Asiata sitting comfortably in the bronze medal position, and further back to lane 6, that is Alexandra Campion, but McCarthy will win it, 2:14.00. A 4-second improvement for Ruby Matthews, and Danielle Asiata, she's gone 3 seconds quicker as well. Well done, Gina. 2:14 flat. A win is a win. How did that one feel?
Pretty rough, to be honest. I think I'm definitely starting to feel it now.
Well, hey, as you said earlier, you got so much experience, so many things from that overseas trip you did, and now's the chance to turn your attention to what's next. What is next for you?
A good block of training, that's for sure. And then I'm going to hopefully go over to Australia at the end of the year and compete at Queensland Champs.
Oh, that'll be good. And so in terms of your training environment, back to Hamilton, who are some of the other girls, guys that you love training with?
So I'm really lucky I get to swim with Paralympians Jessie Reynolds and Nikita Howarth, and I also swim with Olympian Kirsten Fisher-Masters, as well as our awesome juniors and age groupers, so it's a really good training environment back home.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you again at the end of the year. I'm sure that training will all come back, and you'll be at the top of your game again doing PBs. Well done.
Cool. Thank you.
Introducing to you now the finalists, event 126, 200 metre individual medley for women para multi-class. In 5, Riley Sayer, Mata Mata Swimming Club. Lane 3, Charlotte Murphy, Aqua Gym. 4, Gabby Smith, Wharanui.
Take your marks.
So away we go with the para multi-class 200 metre individual medley for women. Each of these swimmers swimming in a different disability class. Charlotte Murphy, physical disability SM6. Gabby Smith, physical disability SM10. And Riley Sayer, intellectual impairment class SM14. And all of these swimmers, they'll just be looking for a PB here tonight to go faster than this morning. 2:40 flat for Gabby Smith. She's collected a few New Zealand records this week, but in a very tough class, being SM10, she's following Dame Sophie Pascoe, some of her records, and the IM was one of Sophie's main events.
Yeah, and it's pretty tough when you're chasing records set by arguably the greatest Paralympic swimmer of all time. But as you were saying, these swimmers looking to just come in here and do better than this morning. Every chance at a swimmer's a chance at a best time. So.
That's right. It must be kind of like that when you're following Daniel Loader's records in the books, isn't it?
Yeah. Those age group records growing up were tough. You'd look at them sometimes and you'd be like, how did he do this? And then you figure out that at 17 he was at the Olympics winning medals, and that's there's certainly some records out there, and you hear the story behind them. It's quite the standard, and that's definitely what you're looking at here with Sophie.
Gabby Smith halfway through the breaststroke here with a 50 freestyle to come, and we'll just have a look at that split with 50 to go, just see what she might have to do to a PB tonight. Training with the Whananui team, that's your team, Matt Hutchins. Good dynamic down there.
Yeah, really good culture, a lot of really good young swimmers down there, and obviously, for Gabby and Lily Fox, obviously being able to train together, and then just the team environment, really good to have a good group of young people, young swimmers really coming through it and keeping everyone excited and engaged.
And let's have a look how we're going with Riley Sayer. She's coming into the end of her breaststroke leg. Charlotte Murphy starting her breaststroke leg. And here comes Gabby Smith. 2:40 flat was the time this morning. And she's just going to sneak under that. 2:39.37. Well done. And you can just see Charlotte Murphy's stroke there. Good lot of undulation, good lot of rhythm. And that's important to her with the shorter limbs.
Yeah, absolutely. Breaststroke all about rhythm, keeping those hips high, really use that momentum to your advantage and not just relying on the pull to get you through.
And here comes Riley Sayer, SM14, Matamata Swimming Club. She always has a smile on her face coming out. She always looks like she's having a heap of fun. That's what we're here for. Her time, 3:35. That's what she can do. 3:32. Well done, Riley Sayer. And Charlotte Murphy coming through to finish her breaststroke leg. Turns for home in the 50-metre freestyle. Just 14 years of age, Charlotte Murphy. Got a big future ahead of her. Just looking at that stroke there, Matt. She's got some real good hold on the water at the front there. Might want to start bringing those legs in a little bit more. She's starting to bring it in now a little bit for the final 20 metres.
As you say that stroke rate picks up immediately for the sprint home here. Great kick up, but those hands still holding great water out front of the stroke.
.4:53.29 was her time this morning. 4:53. She's just going to be outside of that this evening. Well done to Charlotte Murphy, Gabby Smith and Riley Sayer. And we'll catch a word with the winner shortly. Gabby, another win. Congratulations on that. 200 IM and a little bit faster than this morning. You must be happy.
Yeah, definitely happy. Not quite a PB, but definitely faster than this morning, which is good.
And did I hear you say you got some relays?
Yes, we have the para relay coming up. I think it's after the Legends one, which I'm doing 100 fly in, which should be interesting.
Well, you've had such a great week. You must be proud of yourself.
Yeah, I am happy with the results.
And going back down south, getting stuck into the training and some international meets later on, perhaps?
I think we have Queensland State Champs in December, so that's the next big one.
Round of applause for Gabby Smith, ladies and gentlemen. She's had a wonderful week. Well done.
Thank you.
The New Zealand Swimming Alumni was established in 1989 to promote the sport of swimming to assist athletes who have the potential to represent their country. They raise money each year to support budding athletes to achieve their international goals. The Legends Relay is the biggest fundraising event generating about $25,000 per year. And we're going to introduce you now to our teams as they come out. And I'll have a quick chat as they come out. Lane 9, Cowles Pavlova team, Eugene Manko, David Gribble, Janus Kordonsky and Charlotte Cornett. Lane 1, Mata Mata Mitre 10 team, Melissa Harrison, Alan Quirk, Georgia Maris, Mitch Nairn. Lane 8, Craig's Investment, Hayley McIntosh, Teresa Stanley, Jacob Barry, Luke Smith. Lane 2, Northern Arena, Dave Gerard, Steve Kent, John Gatfield, Dean Kent. Lane 7, JB Weir team, Rick Wells, Belinda Donaldson, Cameron Stanley, Ian Jones. Lane 3, Vincent Barneo Real Estate, Graham Leach, Alison Leach, Isaiah Japiga and Jane Copeland. Lane 6, Sanford Development, Moss Burmester, Brett Sanford, Ori Orinoco Bansi Prince and Sandra Burrow. Lane 4, Jacobs Construction, Lauren Boyle, Emma Robinson, Carolyn Baddock, Laura Quilter. And in lane 4, the washing machines, Swimming New Zealand Chairman, Nick Tung, Ollie Young, Seb Young, and Ollie Young again. We're going to have a quick word with some of the teams. We'll go down to the end of the pool here. We're going to catch up with the team. This is the Mata Mata Mitre 10 team. We've got some big famous faces here. Melissa, how are you? You feeling good?
I'm a bit nervous.
What about you, Ellen? You good?
Yeah, I think we'll see if the warm-up did me any help.
Now just, it goes this arm, then the other arm. You should be good. And then we've got the Northern Arena team here, Dave Gerard, Olympian. We've got so many Olympians in this team. Dave, how's it feel to be swimming again in this environment, raising money for the alumni?
Yeah, I've been practicing my turns. I'm going to come back.
Are we going to see a tumble turn from you?
I hope so.
Well, good on you. A pretty stacked team here. I hope you guys get a bit of a disadvantage off the start. And then we have the Vincent Barneo Real Estate team. Where's Graham? Graham, good on you, Graham. Lovely to have you here. Are you going first or are you going last?
Going first.
You're going first. Get it over and done with. Get a lead, good on you. Okay, we'll visit the next team here. This is Jacobs Construction. Lauren Boyle, where are you? There you are. G'day Lauren, lovely to have you back on pool deck. You've got a pretty stacked team as well. Boy, we're going to have a disadvantage from you. How are you feeling?
Oh, pretty excited about this one.
How's life been for you post-swimming? I mean, you're now, you're a banker, right? You're at ASB.
I work at Commonwealth Bank, yep. So I've been in banking since I retired for about 5 years, and yeah, everything's going well, thank you.
I heard you're keeping the guys at the Tepid Bars busy down there.
Yes, train at the Tepid Bars about 3 times a week, so regular there.
Well, well done. Hope the team goes well. Emma, lovely to see you too. Nick Tung, we've got the washing machines. Now, what's behind this name, Nick?
Supported by Wellington. Our club manager is down in Wellington, and we're leading the charge here for them.
Well, all the best, Nick. You've got a bit of a fast twitch fibre. Now, Ollie Young, have we got Sebron, and who have we got here?
Nicola Southern.
Well, nice to have you part of the team. The Young brothers, the powerhouse, these were the medley boys. How are you feeling?
Bit nervous, bit worried about popping a hernia on the turn, but if I can get coming back, Scotty, I'll be all right.
Now, the hair out the back, Ollie, nothing, there's no streamline going on here, mate.
No, that's I'm a pioneer in modernising and streamline, but I'd also like to thank everyone for sponsoring this event. It's a great cause and a good way to get some of us older generation back into the sport, so thank you very much.
Good on you, Ollie. The Sanford development team, Moss Burmester here. You've got the suit. This is the 2006 World Short Course suit. Is this going to get you through tonight, Moss, this suit?
It's definitely going to help hold things together.
And Brett Sanford, you're the Sanford development. Such a wonderful swimmer back when you were younger and still now, because I trained with you at Northern Arena. But are you leading the team away today?
No, Moss is, mate. I'm punching in second.
Nice work. Well done, Sanford Development. And Ori, New Zealand's fastest man back in the day. Have we still got a bit of speed?
Oh, I think I'll leave that back in the day. We'll just try and get through it.
Good on you, Ori. Well done. And then we've got, what have we got here? We've got the JB Ware team, former world triathlon champion. This is Rick Wells. Well done, Rick. Thanks for coming along.
No, it's good to be here and good to help out a great event.
Well, I think we're going to raise a lot of money. And former All Black great Ian Jones. Ian, lovely to have you here. You swim pretty regularly still, right?
I swim regularly, but at no speed, Scott. My 50 metre time the same as my 4K time in pace.
Well, we'll see. And great to have Cameron Stanley in there as well. Good on you, Cameron. We'll move to Hayley McIntosh's team, Craig's Investment. You haven't been out of retirement long, and you're already back here.
Yeah, just missing it too much, obviously.
Well done on getting your Aqua Blacks number today. That was pretty special for you?
Yeah, it's very special. It'll be hung up in my room for sure.
Good on you. And our final team tonight, it is the Cows Pavlova team. Who's from Cows Pavlova, or is this the sponsor?
It's the sponsor.
It's the sponsor. And did all of you swim in your day? You're all top swimmers? Just one.
I'm from Ukraine, yeah.
Oh, well done. Well, I wish you all the best. We'll get underway with the relay real shortly. Round of applause for all our teams, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a handicap here underway. This is Graham Leach. Graham Leach is underway. All been handicapped by their finish times. We have Melissa Harrison, Melissa Ingram in 1. Olympic great Dave Gerard in 2. Olympic great Lauren Boyle in 4. There goes Ollie Young, former national 400-metre individual medley champion. World champion triathlete Rick Wells in 7. Moss Burmester, Commonwealth gold medalist 2006 in lane 6. Ollie Young comes in for his next teammate. Stephen Kent lines up to take over from Dave Gerard. Emma Robinson, Olympian Emma Robinson in the water from 4.
And it's a bit hard to call this early on, obviously with the handicaps, but I might say very impressive to see a lot of racing suits still fitting out there tonight with some of these swimmers.
John Gatfield, he's got a fast twitch fibre. And this is Caroline Baddock. No, this is Sebastian Young.
And I'm just looking at this nice fancy trophy in front of me, and it seems like Team Washing Machines has won this the last couple of years, so they'll certainly be looking to make this 3 in a row.
Nicholas Tung, New Zealand chairman, New Zealand swimming chairman. And Commonwealth Games representative Nick Tung. Here comes Dean Kent. Dean Kent, and in lane 1, Mitch Nairn. Mitch Nairn's in the water for Pukekohe. Nick Tung, Olympian.
Mitch Nairn, the sprint coach.
Dean Kent. Dean Kent's going to mow down Mitch Nairn. What a relay. The Washing Machines win it. How fantastic to see. And we'll catch a word with the Washing Machines down near the starters end. So if the Washing Machines can come on over. Congratulations to all of our swimmers in that relay for coming out, putting on the suit and raising money for the swimming alumni, and to all of the sponsors that have donated. Thank you very much. It's going to go a long way to helping the future of swimming in New Zealand. Can we have the Washing Machines down here? Here with Team Washing Machines. Got off to a great start with Ollie Young here, and then finished by the chairman of Swimming New Zealand, Nick Tung. Yeah, they were mowing you down, mate, but you had more than enough metres to get there. But round of applause for the Washing Machines, ladies and gentlemen. Nick, what does this relay mean for Swimming New Zealand, and in terms of the money raised and just bringing the swimming community together?
Yeah, thanks, Scott. The alumni does a magnificent job for swimming in New Zealand. They're second tier, getting people funding to get overseas and to help their training. So over $40,000 have been raised with this relay by the alumni and given away this year. Now that we're back travelling overseas again and racing, this money's really needed, so fantastic cause.
Another big round of applause for the Washing Machines and all of the teams across the pool. Thank you so much.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Welcome back. Next up, event 43, the men's 1500 metre freestyle. And our technical officials will be making their way back onto pool deck now. Oh, we've got some medals, that's why. I thought something was going on. We've got the medals. And presenting medals this evening, Swimming New Zealand Life member Mark Saunders. Mark is one of the owners of the Northern Arena up in the Hibiscus Coast, about 10-time New Zealand Swim School of the Year. Thank you, Mark, for coming along. We start with the 50 freestyle for the boys, for the men. Bronze, Carter Swift, Pukekohe, 21.92. Silver, Michael Pickett, Pukekohe, 21.82. Winning the gold medal from North Shore, Cameron Gray, 21.76. Next up, 123 50-metre freestyle for men, para multi-class. Bronze, Finn Russ from Nelson South, 27.64. Silver, Asher Smith Franklin, 26.7. Gold, Kaylin Edwards, Selwyn, 28.94. Event 40, the 50 freestyle for women. Bronze, Hazel Hourhand, 25.28 from Phoenix. Silver, Emma Godwin, Hedatonga Sun Devils, 25.19. Gold, Rebecca Moynihan, Otaki Titans Swimming Club, 24.95. Now to event 124, the 50 freestyle for women, para multi-class. Bronze, Erin Knox, 32.50, swim zone racing. Silver, Lily Fox Mason, Wharanui, 30.63. Gold, Ella Ben, Selwyn, 31.93. 200 metres individual medley for men, event 41. Bronze, Ulrich Kutsia, 158.22. Silver, Sam Brown, Capital, 157.91. Gold, Luan Grobela, Neptune, 157.77. Event 125, 200 IM, men's multi-class. Bronze, Jack Bugler from Blenheim, 239.62. Silver, David Beck, Mount Eden, 229.97. Gold medal, Asher Smith Franklin, in a new S14 New Zealand record from North Shore, 224.24. Event 42, the women's 200 IM. Bronze, Daniela Asiata, 216.76. Silver, Ruby Matthews, Phoenix, 215.26. And gold, Gina McCarthy, Hamilton Aquatics, 214 flat. Event 126, 200 metres individual medley for women para multi-class. Bronze, Charlotte Murphy, Aqua Gym, 454.57. Silver, Riley Sayer, Matamata Swim Club, 332.38. And Gabby Smith wins the gold from Wharanui, 239.37. Thank you to Mark Saunders, Swimming New Zealand Life member, for presenting those medals. That concludes the first of our medal ceremonies. Our officials making their way back to their positions for the final events and relays of tonight's session. And we'll be introducing you to our next event shortly. It is event 43, the men's 1500 metre freestyle. It is the third and final time final of this event. Introducing your finalists for the men's 1500 metre freestyle. Lane 9 from Jazzy, Hamish Giddens. 0 from Ngātai Tuatea, Luke Kugeline. 8 from Wanaka, Benjamin Silipo. 1 from Raumati, Alexander Cecchioni. 7, Daniel Calabalt from Aqua Blades. 2, Ethan Stocks, Roskell. 6, Dieter Biswin, North Shore. 3, Hugo Batchelor, United. 5, Jack Potier, Coast. 4, Alex Dunkley, Roskell.
Take your mark.
And as the men make their way through the first 100, it looks like it's going to be lane 7, Daniel Calabert, Aqua Blades, leading them out through the first 100 in a time of 59.53 as they'll just settle into the long race we have ahead of us here.
So Alex Dunkley moving more to the open water events now. Jack Potier, he also has done a great job at the Epic Swim earlier this year in Taupo. And I've watched Alex Dunkley all the way through from when he was a young boy, and he's got a beautiful, efficient freestyle stroke, and just biding his time a little bit at the moment. Hugo Batchelor. Hugo really does the whole string of different events, doesn't he? He's right down to sort of the hundreds and 200s, right up to 1500.
Yeah, really impressive range, to see there. So and looking really smooth. Has a freestyle seemingly adapted to all the distances, but obviously looking at here to settle into this race, not taking out too hard, but really sitting there with the group, all the guys having a look at each other across the pool, making sure, not only are they sticking to their race plan, but making sure no one takes off on them and gets too far ahead.
And Daniel Calabert, he's got good open water pedigree as well. His brothers were all down in Taupo earlier in the year, and he's currently leading this 1500 metres. And just let's start looking at the splits here. Going well right down through to 0 and 1. Daniel Calabote is winning, but then it's the middle of the pool, then over to 1 Alexander Cecchioni. .32 lows, and from memory that was kind of where we had Caitlin Deans actually sitting at about 32.5, 32.8.
Yeah, and you know, coming into 400 metres here, this is where a lot of these guys will maybe be taking that first look, and you know, where are we feeling, you know, how's the stroke feeling, and looking to maybe even, you know, up that tempo a little bit to keep those splits as consistent as we can. And you know, as we see Alex Dunkley there, you know, under 32 seconds, maybe looking to pick it up through the middle portion of this race.
Some good early speed here by Daniel Calabote, but keeping in touch here. There's probably 5 or 6 swimmers here right within reach. Jack Potier, a very, very good distance swimmer as well from coast in lane 5. Certainly won the club of getting behind, and he showed some real promise in the last 12 months.
Yeah, and obviously, as you mentioned before, a lot of these swimmers with open water experience. So you know, I think a lot of the open water race strategy, a lot of swimmers like to sit, you know, with the pack, feel it out, and then it really does come down to a last, you know, 200, 300 metre race right at the end. So I'm sure a lot of these guys will just be happy to stay with the pack, you know, keep their stroke feeling good, not overdo it or overforce anything, and then trust themselves over that last quarter of this race to really bring it home.
Very consistent now, 32 low. And that lead, you look amongst them, they really haven't changed. Daniel's out in front by half a body length. He's been there for the last 300 metres. Then you've got Jack Potier just sitting there about half a body length behind Dunkley.
Absolutely, and if you look in there at Alex Dunkley in lane 4, really good underwaters, you know, not over kicking on the underwaters, but comes off the wall nice and strong, holds that streamline tight, and has a really good, you know, first stroke through that breakout. Really looking in control of his strokes here, you know, breathing on that first stroke, you know, having a look across the pool.
Coming into the halfway mark here of the 1500 metre freestyle, 750 metres at the end of at the starter's end. And Alexander Cecchioni in lane 1, I think, may have taken the lead slenderly over Daniel Calabote.
Absolutely, and you know, that last 50 before this, just right down into those 32 lows. Maybe, you know, his race plan halfway, you know, at halfway, maybe pick up the pace a little bit, try not to settle in. You know, it's very easy at this point of the race to kind of just get stuck in a bit of a rhythm, and it's really important to sometimes maybe shock yourself out of that. You know, you see some swimmers every now and then halfway through the race suddenly, a 50 split drops by half a second, and then they just go back to their normal rhythm. And I think that's what we saw there from him.
Yeah, and I think, we've heard from a few swimmers this week, possibly surprise winners, I guess you'd call them, but they actually backed themselves from the beginning. They backed the training they'd done. They knew they could take it through. So you often do see a few swimmers that go, you know what, I can pick up the pace here and I can hold this.
Absolutely, and then on that last 50 there, Alexander, back into that 32.1 area, whereas everyone else started to hit that 32.4, 32.3. So, and he's starting to open up a little bit more of a gap over Daniel Calibert over there on the other side of the pool. But just important to note, obviously Alexander Cecchione's stroke looking really good. A nice, kicks through the right arm stroke, and then just glides out through the other arm. Looking really comfortable, really strong, good rotation. Maybe a little bit higher stroke rate than you'd normally see in a race like this, but looking really comfortable.
And now 4 have emerged at the front. There's quite a gap back to 5th at the moment. I'd say Alex Dunkley just holding on to the back here. He wouldn't want to slip back much further. He's in touch, but he won't want to go. He'll want to just keep a monitor on how far he's getting behind here. He is the fastest qualifier in 16:18. They went through in 8 minutes flat. So probably on track for a sort of 16:10, 16:15 perhaps here.
And it's still Alexander Cecchione keeping a solid 0.3, 0.2 lead over these, these 50 splits over the rest of the field, and those really start to add up as we head into the closing stages of this race. Just over 400 metres to go now. The guys will be looking to bring up that kick a little bit. You don't want to go too early, because otherwise that last 100, 150 metres can really hurt, but I'm sure just a little bit of a tempo increase, a little bit of a kick increase, focus on those turns. But he's looking really strong off those walls out here in lane 1.
$375 metres to swim. And at this stage of the event, something quite drastic has to happen. They've settled into their rhythm. As you say, Matt, they're repeating very, very similar splits every 50. I think he's looking good for a win here if he can keep up this pace. He's holding that 32 low consistently.
Absolutely, and I always found maybe some days if you're having a bit of an off race, this is quite often where that song you've been listening to all week maybe starts to creep into your head, and you maybe take 50 to sing along in your head, and then you get back to the race and refocus, and hopefully it doesn't show up in your splits too much. But yeah, as you were saying, in their rhythm, really looking to start building. At this point, you're probably looking at breaking it down 100 by 100 over the next 300 metres, and each time maybe a little bit of an increase, and then really sprinting home.
It's interesting there, Alex Dunkley did the fastest 50 split of all of them in the last one, so that's a positive sign for him. Is there a little bit more in the tank here? He's going to have to keep that up, that's for sure.
It'll be a very impressive last 275 metres if he can pull this all the way back, but that looking at him go past here, that stroke rate is looking like it's increasing, and he's looking very strong as he maybe pulls himself back up into third right now.
It's another solid 50 for Alex Dunkley and Alexander Cecchione. Daniel Calabote is increasing his speed too. And Hugo Batchelor pace just falling off a little bit now. And Alexander Cecchione just peering over to his right at Daniel Calabote on the other side of the pool as Alex Dunkley comes to swim past Hugo Batchelor.
Yeah, as you were saying before, really picking it up there in lane 4 is Alex Dunkley, and he's moved his way up into third. Maybe he's now, over these closing stages, just checking out where those other guys are, and mentally at this point, he's just like, all right, where's the next one? Where's the next one I can catch and go from there?
So they turn with 150 metres left to swim in this 1500 metre freestyle for the men. And all this early work by Alexander Cecchione starting to pay off now.
Absolutely, and he's starting to add an underwater kick there, so he's been in control, he's certainly not fading, but you'll see here maybe 2 underwater kicks as he powers into this last 125, and no doubt on this turn here, we'll see a little bit more of a kick, and then once he hears the bell in 75 metres time, he'll be off. And Daniel Calabote, though, still in the mix.
31.95 there, the fastest split he's done in the last 1,000 probably. And starting to feel a bit of the feeling from the crowd, the energy from the crowd, starting to lift him in this final 100 metres.
And really good to see that as he's picking up his stroke rate, that head position that he's had this whole race, not changing, so he's definitely not overdoing it. A lot of that speed that he's increasing is coming from that leg drive as he hears the bell here. I'm sure this will be a great feeling to hear that.
The kick's starting to come in for Alexander Cecchione. Fantastic performance here. He's going to win this 1500 metre freestyle for the men. Daniel Calabote, just 16 years of age, is going to get the silver. Alex Dunkley, a solid final 400 to take the bronze. 16.02, look at that split, Matt. An 8-minute 750 and an 8.02 second 750. That's impressive.
Very well split there. Really not comfortable, but really in control. Obviously swam it the way he wanted, and you can tell with that speed at the back end.
Let's look at the time he had in the program. 16.36. A 32-34 second PB.
A fantastic time to do it, the national final. What better time to drop 30 seconds in your swim?
In fact, all of these guys have done way faster than they had in the program, so they should all be very happy. So that was a very fast final for the boys in the program. I mean, very young, some are 14 years of age. Ethan Stock's in there, and Hamish Giddens. And in comes lane 0's Luke Kugelheim to finish. Well done. Round of applause for our men 1500 metre freestyle. We'll catch a word with Alexander Cecchione. Congratulations, Alex. That was an amazing performance. You took off from the beginning. You never looked back. How do you feel?
Oh, I'm pretty chuffed. A lot of hard work gone into that the past 6 months, so I'm pretty happy with that result. Yeah.
That stroke just looked so consistent the whole way. Talking with Matt Hutchins, the head never moved. That technique, obviously, over that distance, you must have some real endurance behind you with that training.
Yeah, I hope so. My arms are pretty short, so I got to spin them pretty fast to get going. But spent a lot of time working on my technique through that, so I'm very happy.
In terms of that pacing, you went through in 8 minutes through the halfway mark and came out at a 16.02, so in 8 minutes and an 8.02. That's phenomenal splitting.
Thank you.
And that's obviously a pacing. That's something you do in training all the time to know sort of exactly what you're hitting. You were hitting 32 lows, coming into 31 lates near the end. Is that sort of where you wanted to sit?
Yeah, pretty much. Had a discussion with my coach in the weeks lead up to this, and that's what we've been talking about the whole time, so I'm pretty happy to actually have done it and not just talk about it.
Well done. Well, congratulations on your first national title of the week. Well done. Next up is the women's 800 metre freestyle. The second of the time final in lane 9. Sophie Hay, Hamilton Aquatics. Lane 0, Monique Bartlett, Mount Maunganui. Lane 8, Sarah Cummings, Liz Van Willy. 1, Milana Tapper, St Peters. 7, Brooke Bennett, Vikings. 3, Ruby Heath, Neptune. 6, Hannah Abdu, Jazzy. 4, Caitlin Deans, Neptune. 5, Erica Fairweather, Neptune.
Take your marks.
800 metre freestyle for women. A spare lane at number 2. And Caitlin Deans, the 1500 metre champion. She's in lane 4. Commonwealth Games representative Erica Fairweather in lane 5, her teammate. Now both of these swimmers, Matt, hoping for FINA A, the qualifying time across this 800 metres freestyle. 8:29.17 the FINA A for the women.
Yeah, and Caitlin Deans in the program with an 8:25, so the only swimmer in here in the pool already with that time under about, but I'm assuming Erica will be right on that mark as well with an 8:31 in the program, as it is Erica leading them out. Looking really comfortable, looking really good through the first 100 metres. You know, 59.3 really setting the pace there, and I'm sure, you know, as she extends her lead almost immediately over that 5th length right there.
I think what we're going to have to watch here is that Caitlin Deans doesn't get unsettled. Seeing her teammate take off a body length in front in the early stages. She wants to stick to her race plan and just carry on through.
Absolutely, you know, but at the same time, it's certainly, you know, when you've got someone that's out a little bit faster than you, keeping them in the corner of your eye, you know, knowing, you know, I'm assuming, you know, training together, they know what each other are capable of and know probably what their race plans are. So, yeah, as you say, not getting unsettled, but keeping in mind it's still a race and you don't want to let someone get out too far ahead of you.
And you look at this lanes 3, 4 and 5, Matt, Neptune really is a club and a region that just produces some amazing distance swimmers.
Absolutely, and it'll be interesting to watch their splits. You know, obviously these 3 girls probably spend a lot of time in the pool, pacing this race together, training together, you know, challenging each other every day. So, you know, as Erica hits, you know, 31.00, you know, and Caitlin Deans holding that 31.8, I'm sure this is stuff they've practiced over and over again.
Just such a smooth freestyle, Erica Fairweather. Just seems to hover and glide on that water. It's just a beautiful stroke.
Absolutely. So it's really high in the water, and it would be great to have an underwater camera to see all the work that's happening with that stroke, with that catch as it comes through. But as you can see from here, it's a really got strong, consistent kick the whole way, which is impressive over a whole 800 metres.
Very symmetrical as well. I mean, it's a stroke that most freestylers would really love to have. I mean, often swimmers have a slight imperfection in their stroke and can cause injury later on, but Erica Fairweather just very symmetrical, which is important.
Absolutely, and it's fantastic to see. A lot of these swimmers breathe the same way the whole stroke. So if you're doing that all the time in training, very easily to create that imbalance. But to have this balance in that stroke, obviously doing a bit of breathing bilaterally, training every day, but finding that comfort, as you can see, or as I say that, she breathes, both sides going back this way.
So looking at how they're travelling at the moment, Erica Fairweather is turning about 5 or 6 seconds. What will it be in the end, the margin? 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds back to Caitlin Deans. Those splits there, about half a second per 50, Matt. So that's what we're seeing and what Erica Fairweather is taking out of Caitlin Deans.
Absolutely, and there is a difference, but both equally consistent in the pace they're swimming, and it'll be interesting to see what this 400 time is for Erica going through. Again, looking for that that 8:29, through in a 4:06. So if she can hold these 31 mids the whole way, I think we're going to be looking at a really good time here.
New Zealand record held by Lauren Boyle at 8:01.22. That's a quick one. That was back in the Netherlands in 2019. The New Zealand age group record is 8:26.20. That could be under threat tonight.
Absolutely, like I said, with a 4:06, if she keeps these 31.5 second splits going as she does there, maybe letting it slip up a little bit. The third quarter of the race, really easy to get caught in that rhythm, so I'm sure that tempo will be there. The kick's looking really strong there, but we'll see how this time develops over the next 100, 150 metres.
The only swim she's had this week, Erica Fairweather. Lovely to have her taking part in these championships after a long campaign overseas. It certainly would take it out of them. Different environments, different temperatures, different, just different places to stay, different bed.
And navigating the current world travel that's happening at the moment, being able to come back, stay healthy, and with all of those changes, to come back and attack an 800 freestyle of all the races to try and get this FINA A cut. She's clearly coming with the intent, one swim, one cut, and get her name on that team list.
That's right. And she goes through the 550 metre mark, 250 metres to go. And 31.8, just starting to creep up a little bit, 32.8 for Caitlin Deans.
Yeah, and this might be where Erica maybe starts to feel a little bit of that long year of travelling, those trips away, as you were saying, a lot of time spent on planes and different beds in different countries. Hard to keep that endurance and that maintenance up for an event like this. As she goes through in a 6:13, so she's sliding up to those 32-second 50s, but looking really good again for this 8:29 FINA A cut.
Got a lot of support on the sidelines here for our swimmers. Relays to come, everyone getting all excited about the relays.
And always just such a good energy on the last night of meets, especially, traditionally the 50 freestyles, the distance events, it's people's specialist areas, and people who have wrapped up, maybe didn't make finals tonight. Your job suddenly goes from not focusing so much on the swimming, but to bring in that energy for people that may still be swimming tired from a long week. And that's what we're seeing as everyone lines poolside, an array of arms swinging back and forth, trying to communicate to these girls whether they need to go faster or just keep powering on.
100 metres left to swim for Erica Fairweather. 7:16 is the split. 31.6. She's coming back down again.
Roughly a 103 there. So, you know, if she can hold that, maybe drop that to a 102. Not only is this going to be a Fina A-cut, looking right on that national record, national age record for 18-year-olds.
Erica Fairweather, the final 50, she gets the bell. We should see a 31 flat in the final 50, I'm sure.
And this is going to be a really good swim here by Erica. Really impressive to see how she's coming here, you know, as you're saying, one race of the week, and she's really powering home, really strong kick there.
She's going to see about a late teens 8-minute. 8:18.63, a Fina A qualifying swim for Erica Fairweather and a new New Zealand age group record. Caitlin Dean's coming in just outside of that Fina A, 8:30.75. Ruby Heath completing the trio from Neptune, 8:41.04. Fourth to the wall, Hannah Abdo, she's done well. The 15-year-old, great job from her. 8:52, Milana Tapper takes fifth. And coming through to finish, Sophie Hay, Monique Bartlett, Sarah Cummings. Well done to all of our swimmers in the women's 800 metres freestyle. Hey Erica, how are you? Good to see you. First time this championships. My voice just holding on for your race. It was awesome. A qualification, New Zealand age group record. You've come here, you've done it, you've ticked the box. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so stoked. That was the plan all along. So yeah, couldn't be happier.
Tell us about that Commonwealth Games experience, World Champs experience. You've been away for a while now. To be away from New Zealand that long, trying to keep everything going, that must have been quite an experience.
Yeah, it was definitely an amazing experience. I think being away from home was, for that long was something I hadn't done before. So, you know, getting used to that and learning to, I don't know, race like that is really, really beneficial.
And your build-up now back to Dunedin, obviously the World Short Course Championships, is that the next big goal?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's what we came here to do. We came here to qualify and we've done that, so I'm super happy.
And are you part of a Neptune? Have they roped you in for a relay?
They sure have.
Well, I'll let you go to your warm down. Round of applause for Erica Fairweather, ladies and gentlemen. We now welcome to pool deck the first of two time finals for the 4x100 metre freestyle mixed relay. That's a mixed gender relay.
Take your mark.
And it looks like Whananui down here in lane 1 off to a strong start through Connor Barr, looking for a good swim here in his 100, really opening up an advantage over the rest of the field. 24-7, he's cooking. As Connor Barr comes into the wall, hands over to Archie Perryman at 51.85 for the opening split there. And coming into the halfway mark, it's still Whananui extending that lead over the second leg.
Nice little mini tat there. Go faster, simple, quite simple.
Pretty simple message at this stage of the meet. You've only got 4 legs, so why not? Just go, it's that simple.
Is this Whananui, your red cap club here?
This is absolutely Whananui out there, really taking it to the rest of this heat. You know, obviously looking back to the rest of the heat, the race for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and potentially 6th is on. But Whananui looking really strong. Interesting to see tactics over mixed relays. Obviously Whananui started with the 2 male swimmers, letting the girls bring it home, maybe taking advantage of maybe some speed differences early on in that race.
And final swimmer in the water for Whananui. This is Grace Hayden. And they are going to comfortably take out the first of the time finals. We'll keep a record of that when they hit the wall.
Absolutely, but lanes 3 and 4, Pirates and Swim Rotorua really closing strong.
Yeah, the guys are coming.
But it does look like Whananui has done enough early on in this race to hold on. Looking really good to take out the first heat. 3:46.16.
Now, I'm not sure where that 4:02 came from in the program there, Matt, but 17 seconds faster. They must have done something special. And there's the final result of time final number 1. Next up, we introduce to you the second time final, the fastest 10. Lane 9, Tawa Swim Club A. Zero, Neptune A. Eight, North Canterbury A. One, Pirates A. Seven, North Shore A. 2 United Swim Club A. 6 St Paul's Swimming Club A. 3 Pukekohe A. 5 Jazzy A. 4 Coast Swimming Club A.
Take your marks.
Michael Pickett in lane 3 takes them off, maybe out to get a time perhaps. Through he goes. 10.6 down the first lap.
Absolutely wasn't in the 100 freestyle yesterday, so maybe trying to get a second swimmer from Pukekohe under that A cut here tonight.
Quite a good turn there by Coast George Williams. He's hanging with him. George Williams.
Yeah, George obviously great, a really good sprinter, really good front end in that 200 and a good 100 last night. Hanging in there, but Michael Pickett looks like he's going to carry this first leg home.
47.98.
And what a luxury it is as a team to hand over to the day-old New Zealand record holder in Carter Swift.
Let's see what split he can go on a flyer. Coast Swimming Club, Fergus Eadie alongside him. Just that huge lunge on that left arm just actually reminds me of John Steele back in the day. Had a very big loping left arm.
Absolutely, I think the underrated part of sprinting is it's not just getting your arms around, it's really rotating through that core, getting those elbows nice and high out of the water, and he does that fantastically.
Let's see what we get. Hard to say, 24.39 the second 50.
Off my quick math, that's a 46.89.
46.89. And Pukekohe now with their women in the field, Phoebe Harris and Mackenzie Breers. Coast have Madison Kidd in at the water at the moment. And Pukekohe with their 2 powerhouse sprinters have got this team a big advantage.
A very, very strong opening lead, to say the least, by the 2 men there.
A 46.8 and a 47.8. Pretty good.
But Coast is hanging in there. There's going to be a great last 100-metre split for the title.
Mackenzie Breers and Zoe Peterson for Coast. Zoe Peterson, the 15-year-old champion. Mackenzie Breers, the 19-year-old from Pukekohe. Can Zoe Peterson catch her?
2 very different strokes here as well. Zoe Peterson looking very comfortable, nose arms coming over. Whereas Mackenzie Breers definitely got a bit more of a power stroke. Looks like
Zoe Peterson starting to creep up here.
This is going to be a great last 25 metres. Zoe Peterson really pulling her in onto this last wall. 0.3 of a second between them. And it looks like it's got to be Coast has taken the lead here. Zoe Peterson.
Zoe Peterson's going to win it for Coast. And the Coast team going nuts on the side of the pool. Fergus Eadie celebrating. Came down to that final 25. A consistent effort across the coast team. And to nab it off Pookie, I'm sure they'll be absolutely stoked. From North Auckland to South. North Auckland taking the win tonight. And third place going to Neptune. We'll catch a word with the coast team for their reaction. So, Luan Grobler, you've got about 1 minute, and then I expect to see a 5100 free. We'll see how they go. Let's catch a word with the coast team. Come on up, guys and girls. George is gone. Is he going to try and do some sort of resemblance of a warm down before he gets into it again? This is precious for me because this is my hometown. This is where I live, Hibiscus Coast. Well done, Madison. What a win.
Yeah, pretty stoked. Obviously, it was a huge team effort, so happy that we got to do the race and everyone did a really good job, so it's awesome.
Fergus, a big part of this team and coaching up there. You're coaching the future of Coast up there. Pretty special.
Yeah, honestly, like, so cool. I mean, it was awesome. The girls sort of pulled through on that one. Couldn't be happier, couldn't be prouder, and Zoe, the real hero here, so.
Zoe, you're the 15-year-old New Zealand champion, 100 free. Did you feel that pressure with 100 to go?
Yeah, definitely a lot of pressure because I'm with like all the older coast kids. Yeah, it was really hard, but.
Well, I think you've got two very, very proud team members and probably another one in the back of the pool. Well done, Coast Swimming Club, for winning the mixed relay. Moving now, no, we are here. Event 202, the 4x100 metre medley mixed relay for para multi-class. In lane 6, the point relay B. Lane 3, Virtus Team A. Point relay A. 4, Virtus Team B.
Take your marks.
Here we go. This is the Virtus team. Virtus team A in 3, B in 4, point relay A in 5, and point relay B in 6. This looks like, okay, we don't have the names in front of us, but Tupo Nufi, I think, in lane 5. Finn Russ in 4. We've got, yeah, it is Tupo Nufi. Denver Xavier in 3. And we've got, that's Charlotte Murphy in 6. Tokyo Olympian Tupo Nufi. Beautiful, smooth backstroke.
Very smooth backstroke, those arms going nicely, really good hold of the water there. We're looking really strong through this 100.
Into the water goes Shannon Murphy for lane 5. It's James Hayden in 4, lane 3, Bailey Conlon. He'll be wrapped with his 100 freestyle. New Zealand record he got earlier this week.
Now just obviously changing it up with a bit of breaststroke.
Yeah.
Showing some variety.
Commonwealth Games gold medalist Josh Wilmer in 6. You can see some of the form that got him on top of the podium there.
Yeah, really gets that upper body up and through over the top of the water, really strong. Really good stroke rate, looking really good here through this first 50 of his league.
And in such a supportive club, Pukekohe. James Hayden brings it in. David Beck goes into the water. And Asher Smith Franklin in lane 3.
Looking around off a fantastic meet here for Asher Smith Franklin. Plenty of national records, national titles under his belt. And he'll be looking to put in a good league here for his team and finish on a high note.
.50 to go. Asher Smith Franklin has caught David Beck.
And in lane 5 and 6, Gabby Smith and Lily Fox Mason, both in Whanganui. Looking a bit of a battle of the teammates here.
Now we have Lance Dusto will finish for Virtus Team A. Tate Pichon will finish for lane 4, Virtus Team B. Lance Dusto's got some good speed here. He's a big boy. Got good long arms, good reach. And these para swimmers, many of them not really used to swimming in relays, so this is quite special for them. Bailey Conlon really geeing up his team, getting them to get behind Lance Dusto here.
Absolutely going to bring him home over this last leg, and it is going to be Virtus Team A to take this one out here.
Well done, Lance Dusto wins it for Virtus Team A. Tate Pichon comes in for Virtus Team B. final 50s here for point relay A and B. And this is Guy Harrison and Siobhan Terry. And we'll catch a word with our winning team shortly. And put your hands together for all of our para relays, ladies and gentlemen. Done, great job. Catch a word with Virtus A, if they could head on over for a chat. Asher Smith-Franklin. So Lance, come on over, Lance. Yeah, it is new doing a relay. I don't know where the rest of your team is, but I think they'll make their way over. Here he comes, Asher Smith. Lance, how do you feel?
Boys, come over here, please.
Okay, Bailey Conlon. Hey Lance, you were the last swimmer. You did a fantastic 100 freestyle to win for your team. Must be a good feeling.
Oh yeah, well, these guys did most of the hard work.
Well, they got you in front, but you had to, you know, someone had to do that final 100. Asher, was that a cool feeling being a part of a team?
Yeah, it's a good feeling with the team, but it's not really a good feeling at the end of a 100 fly.
No, I would agree with that. Not a good feeling at the end of 100 fly. Bailey, you had a great 100 freestyle earlier this week. That record was awesome.
Yeah, in the relay, I think I owe it to most of our team, having that support and just enjoying it. Even though we beat the other team, I think it's all that we're just one big team competing for our titles.
I saw how much fun you all had in that relay, lots of cheering, lots of chanting. So well done to our winning relay team here in the para 4x100 medley. Ask you now to put your hands together and welcome to the pool deck, the 4x100 metre medley mixed relay, the first of 3 time finals. Three-time finals. This is Hokanui, Aquatics A in 3, Pirates Swim Team C in 4, Ngātai Tuatea Ataraika B in 5.
It looks like Angus Horner having a really good breaststroke leg here for Pirates swim team. Extending that lead over Ngātai Tuatea in lane 5. Thomas White pulling Ngātai Tuatea right back into this race and opening up a great lead going into the last 100. Really strong butterfly. And it is Ngātai Tuatea Ataraika B closing this one out here in a 4:17 to take the first heat. And they look pumped. And Pirates coming in second, rounded out by swimmer Rotorua.
Nice way to bring these swimmers together at the end of a long week, isn't it, Matt? You would have been part of many relays over your time. Nice chance to sort of, bit of a party time really, the relays. Gets you in a good frame of mind. Next up, the second of the time finals, second of 3, 4x100 metre medley mixed relay. Lane 0, Pirates B, 1 Aqua Blades A, 2 Aqua Gym A, 3 Vikings A, 4 Jazzy B, 5 Tawa A, 6 Pirates A, 7 North Canterbury, 8 Swim Rotorua A, 9 Nelson South A.
And Vikings in lane 3 off to a really strong start here through Lachlan McKenzie. More of a breaststroker, but definitely showing some great strength on the backstroke leg and some really, really powerful underwaters. Yeah, putting Vikings off to a great start.
And the crowd's really starting to get behind their teams here. Into the water for Vikings goes Caitlin McKenzie. Now it can be quite deceptive if you got Yeah, as you said earlier, Matt, where do they position their men? Where do they position their women?
Yeah, and it's really interesting to see, you know, seeing these races on the international stage, different countries really commit to one way, and we're seeing that here with clubs. You know, you've really got to balance, you know, the time differences you see between, you know, your male breaststrokers, your female breaststrokers, and across all of them. So, you know, traditionally maybe you'd see more men doing the breaststroke, as that's the 100 that maybe, you know, has a wider range in times. But, you know, Vikings hanging on here over North Canterbury.
Also think it comes down to the depth of the club, doesn't it? You know, have you got a good breaststroker? Have you got a good butterfly? Swapping things around.
Absolutely, and I think mixed relays more than anything, you know, coaches are spending a lot more time looking at team lists, weighing up, you know, if I put this person on breaststroke and this person butterfly, where does that give me an extra second, or do we bring someone else in for this stroke, or do you sacrifice someone somewhere to maybe pick up 2 seconds somewhere else?
Vikings still leading, but not by much. Lane 7, this is North Canterbury's Emma Schroeder going in for the butterfly.
The two Canterbury clubs out there really going strong.
Callum Lockhart this time. We've got a girl versus a boy, a man versus a woman. So, but who knows what their best times are. But that lead's starting to extend for Vikings. We've got Tawa in there with Hannah Campbell. Lane 1, this is Sasha Reid. Vikings looking pretty dangerous in this second time final, I think.
And some really fast first 50 butterfly splits there from Zach Baker from Aqua and Nick Close over in lane 6 from Pirates. Both of them really making a move here over the first 75 of this butterfly leg.
Into the water goes Brooke Bennett for Vikings. Half a body length in front.
And Vikings really holding on well here. Tawa making a great push in lane 5, but probably too much ground to make up here over the last 50.
Vikings will win it with Brooke Bennett well out in front. Second to the wall, Tawa. Third will be lane 1, Aqua Blades. And a 6-second advantage there for Vikings. Would now like to introduce you to the third and final time final of the 4x100 metre medley relay, the final event of this evening's program. Lane 9, Hamilton Aquatics A. Lane 0, Wharanui A. Lane 8, United Swimming Club A. Lane 1, Capital Swim Club A. 7, TBSS Central City Swimming A. Lane 2, Jazzy A. Lane 6, Neptune Swim Club A. 3, North Shore Swimming Club A. 5, Pukekohe Swimming Club A. 4, Coast Swimming Club A. Cooper Morley out in front for North Shore A, no surprises there. And lane 5, this is Zach Dell, the 2 powerhouse 100 backstrokers. But Cooper Morley has got the edge at the moment in through the first 50. Good second length by Zach Dell. Zach Dell leads the way now, 25 flat through the first 50. North Shore and Pukekohe.
And Cooper Morley will be looking to take some revenge from the 100 individual earlier in the week, maybe take out Zach Dell. But both teams here, as we're talking about, you know, team order, having the #1 and #2 swimmer in the backstrokes, a pretty easy choice to who to lead off with.
Pukekohe will send Josh Gilbert into the water. North Shore, Young Soo An Song. Looks to be an advantage here for Puki with Josh Gilbert, the 100-metre champion.
A fantastic pull-out on that changeover from Josh Gilbert, and he can absolutely fly on breaststroke and has been doing so, especially on the relays throughout the week.
Pukekohe very, very tough to beat with such depth across the strokes. Josh Gilbert halfway through the breaststroke leg.
And lots of good breaststrokers in the pool with Luan Grubala in lane 6. Sam Brown, the medley specialist, over here in lane 1 for Capital as well.
He's starting to catch North Shore. Luan Grubala, the 200-metre breaststroke champion.
And hanging in there, hard to see from where we are, Scott, but Whananui down here in lane 0. Tom Drever sticking it, hanging in there, looking to hand over to the girls on these last 2 legs.
Kate Wheeler ready to go into the butterfly for Pukekohe. Wilrick could see it for Coast. Anya Moritz for North Shore. Lane 1 Capital, Jenna Ralston Larking.
And I would expect Wilrick from Coast to pick up quite a bit of ground here, but how much he can pick up will be the question. And it may be too much of a distance to catch Pukekohe, but Warwick Koitsi from Coast there really pulling in up right up to second for Coast. A really, really impressive leg here by him.
I think that advantage might be just a little bit too much, Matt. In goes Pukekohe's Eddie Ansell. Coast, Lily Humphreys. Savannah Eve Martin for North Shore. Neptune over there. That is Erica Fairweather.
Yeah, very quietly Neptune over in lane 6, having a great swim, handing over to Erica.
One more 50 to go here for Pukekohe. Another gold medal relay to go in their cabinet.
The freestyle superstar though, Erica, not going to give up too soon, but again, it may just be a little bit too far to grab, but she's definitely trying her best.
She is. Neptune. I think it's a little out of reach, but Erica Fairweather's coming very fast.
Hookie get there just half a second in it in the end. Love to know what that split was for Erica Fairweather. Look at that, 27.76 for the second.
Incredible closing speed. If there was 5 more metres of pull, I reckon she probably would have got it.
That could have been a 53 second 100. I think a 52.53. Wow. Great win for Pukekohe. We'll get a word with them. If I could ask you to put your hands together now to thank our technical officials for the final time for their wonderful work throughout the week. Here with the Pukekohe team for the final event of the week. My voice shot. You guys must be pretty tired. It's been a big week, Zach. Took off, got the team into a great position to start. You must be wrapped with that one.
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty exhausted. Been a huge week, but happy to get the win.
And Josh, a breaststroke leg, very important in that one. Get that lead early on. What's your reaction to the week in general?
It's been an amazing week. Really happy with all the boys and how we swam. I thought we showed a lot of heart, and yeah, it's been a good week.
Now, I've lost count. How many relays did Pookie win this week? Lots.
5 wins and a second.
Well, that must be the best in the club's history, and all good to you guys. Well done.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
So that concludes the racing. We're straight into the medal ceremonies. We'll ask our swimmers that have medals this evening to make their way very quickly in full dress to the medal ceremony area. Just like to thank Matt Hutchins for joining us on a number of nights this week. A bit of a tough one, Matt. You had to race as well as commentate. Bit of a multitask. I think personally, your racing went so well. 147 term of freestyle. You must be really happy with your progress. Yeah, really happy with the week. Definitely happy. Happy to be making improvements in the pool, and obviously, here on the commentating side. So hopefully keep both of those getting in the right trajectory
moving forward.
Well, maybe 216 was not the only Olympics you'll attend. Look forward to seeing your progress in the next year. Thanks for coming.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
We're just waiting on the go-ahead for the medal ceremonies. We'll start with the age groups across the 1500 metre freestyle. Getting underway with the medal ceremony now. Medals presented by Hayley Palmer, Aqua Black. And we start, it is the 13-year-old boys 1500 metre freestyle. 18:10.84, Jaden Dickerson, capital. In fact, it's Moss Burmester, that's not Hayley Palmer. Moss Burmester, 2006 Commonwealth Games gold medalist and Olympian 2008. Event 43, the 1500 metre freestyle 14-year-old boys. Third, Jackson Close, North Canterbury, 16:55. And medals coming out, Emma Robinson presenting medals. Silver, Hamish Giddens, Jazzy. And winning the gold medal, Ethan Stocks, Roskill, 16:25.01. Moving now to the 15-year-old boys, 1500 metre freestyle. Bronze, 16:55, Randall Lee. Medal ceremony sponsor, All Proof Industries. Silver, Jack Potier, Coast, 16:32.21. And winning the gold, Charles Heathcote, Phoenix, 16:31.70. Sixteen-year-old boys now, 1500 freestyle medal ceremony. Bronze, Ethan Buchanan, Pirates, 16:37.39. Presented again by Aqua Black, Emma Robinson. Silver, James Crosby, United, 16:35.55. And gold, Daniel Calabote, Aquablade, 16:06.27. Seventeen, 18-year-old boys medal ceremony. Bronze, Hugo Batchelor, 16:15.87 from United. Silver, Alex Dunkley, Roskill, 16:09.66. Gold, Alexander Ciccione, Raumati Swim Club, 16:02.31. Moving now to event 43, 1500 metre freestyle overall result. Bronze, Alex Dunkley, Roskill, 16:09.66. Silver, Daniel Calabote, Aquablades, 16:06.27. And winning, Alexander Ciccione, Raumati, 16:02.31. Event 44, the 800 metre freestyle for girls 13 years. The winner, Kiri Yamagami, Howick Pakaranga, 9:38.98. We'll move on to our next category, event 44, the 14-year-old girls. Bronze, Mei Ying Reynolds, Howick Pakaranga, 9:17.96. Silver, Chloe Peters, Hamilton Aquatics, 9:14.02. And winning the gold, Olivia Emmett, 9:06.93, Hamilton Aquatics. The 15-year-old girls, bronze, Sophie Hay, Hamilton Aquatics, 9:04.53. Silver, Brock Bennett, Vikings, 9:01.88. And gold, Hannah Abdu, Jazzy, 8:52.35. Sixteen-year-old girls, bronze, Hannah King, Aqua Gym, 9:28.44. Silver, Olivia Sweetman, Howick Pakaranga, 9:10.47. Gold, Milana Tapa, St Peters, 8:58.74. Seventeen, 18-year-olds, third, Amelia Finer, Dargaville, 9:23.29. Silver, Sarah Cummings, Liz Van Willie Aquatics, 9:14.52. And winning in a FINA A qualifying 18 New Zealand age group record, Erica Fairweather, Neptune, 8:18.63. In the 800-metre freestyle for women final in the open category. Bronze, Ruby Heath, 8:41.04, Neptune. Presented by Emma Robinson. Silver, Caitlin Deans, Neptune, 8:30.75. And winning, Erica Fairweather, Neptune. Moving now to event 45, 4x100 metre freestyle mixed relay. Bronze, Neptune Swim Club A team. Presented by Aqua Black, Hayley Palmer. Erica Fairweather, Caitlin Deans, Luan Grobbelaar, Curtis Malsop. Silver, Pukekohe A. Michael Pickett, Carter Swift, Phoebe Harris, Mackenzie Breers. And gold, Coast Swimming Club A. George Williams, Fergus Eady, Madison Kidd, Zoe Pedersen. Moving now to event 46, 4x100 metre medley mixed relay. Third, Coast Swimming Club A. Jasper Cornish, Leah Milner, Wilrick Katsir, Lily Humphreys. Silver, Neptune Swim Club A. Curtis Malsop, Luan Grobbelaar, Esme Patterson, Erica Fairweather. And winning the gold medal, Pukekohe A, Zach Dell, Josh Gilbert, Kate Wheeler, Eddie Ansell. Hayley Palmer, Aqua Black, 2008 and 2012 Olympian. And now to the top age group club. Down from fifth place, top age group club with 770 points, Howick Pakaranga. Fourth with 819 points, Hamilton Aquatics. Third with 1,016 points, Jazzy Swim Club. This is the top age group club. Second with 1,519 points, North Shore. Winning with 2,404 points, United Swimming Club. And they will be presented by Hayley Palmer, the top age group club plaque. And Igor Polanski just sneaking into the photo there as well. 1992 Olympian. In fact, I could be wrong, it could be 88, he'll correct me. And good old Jamie there as well, coaching. Top age group club for the short course. Moving now to the top open club. Top open club. Fifth place, 441 points, Coast Swimming Club. Fourth with 481 points, United Swimming Club. Third, 555 points, Neptune Swim Club. Second with 583 points, North Shore Swimming Club. And winning with 641, Pukekohe Swim Club. And we'll ask Puki to make their way over to the medal dais. And Emma Robinson presenting the plaque to Mitch Nairn, coach of Pukekohe, along with his swimmers behind him. An absolute dominant performance by Pukekohe this week. Where's the rooster? Where's the rooster, guys? Come on. Nice work. Well, that concludes a week's worth of fantastic swimming here at the Apollo Project's New Zealand Short Course Swimming Championships. Great swim tonight by Erica Fairweather to collect that FINA A time for the World Short Course later in the year, her only performance this week. To all of the para swimmers that collected so many New Zealand records, to the Legends Relay that raised $40,000 for the swimming alumni. It's been a pleasure bringing you the coverage this week, commentating the races. My name's Scott Rice. Thanks for joining us. Good night. And we're back for the top para club. 5th place with 182 points, Te Arawa Swimming. 4th, 188 points, North Shore Swimming Club. 3rd, for the top para club, 241, Mount Eden Swimming. 2nd, 335, Selwyn Swim Club. And winning, 355, Wharanui Swim Club. Top para club at this year's New Zealand Short Course. Presented by Hayley Palmer. And that now is the conclusion of the championships. We will wrap up again, and I will say thank you again for joining us over the week. It's been a pleasure. Lovely to see the talent coming through both in able body and para swimming, the depth, starting to see 1 or 2 heats of the paras now with their international competition in Australia later in the year. Very, very exciting indeed. The junior Pan Pac's on at the moment. Looking forward to seeing their results over the week and having them back in full force for our next national champs earlier in 2023. Thanks for joining us. Good night.